You have to have the voice to be on the radio. Matt Black has the voice. You have to have guts to be on the radio. Matt Black has guts. You have to have talent to be on the radio. Matt Black has guts. You're listening to Black on Track with Matt Black.
Welcome to Black on Track. We're kicking off with someone who's local to us here in Dorset, Nori J. If music is making it difficult, then one of the things you really need to put together is passion. And that's where Nori J comes in. He is absolutely loves performing, loves writing songs. Every time you meet him, it just exudes from him. It's absolutely brilliant. And it's great to play his next track now. It's called 418. Came out in June this year. And we're really, really proud to start off Black on Track with this track. Great one, Nori J. Keep him coming.
Room 418, and I'm picking the grease out of the carpet crease that's semi-clean. I'm on my knees, but who am I today? A lost cause, this has run its course. It's like the love, but a little less lonely. A little less lonely. Nothing's changed for me. Each week I see the lines becoming intimate. You're unsure but I'm adamant. Am I just the squeeze this Venus love needs? Cause it's constantly bringing me down, and it's making me feel like a clown. My 9 to 5 I'm put on hold, and I'm glad you woke up was so untold. My greatest fear, my perfect life, from the outside in my vision's unclear. But I'll never be him. I'll never be him. Nothing's changed for me. Each week I see the lines becoming intimate. You're unsure but I'm adamant. Am I just the squeeze this Venus love needs? Cause it's constantly bringing me down, and it's making me feel like a clown. I see you've had enough, and you found another who can show you love. The world don't care about clarity. The way you look at her makes me believe that nothing's changed for me. And nothing's changed for me. Each week I see the lines becoming intimate. You're unsure but I'm adamant. Am I just the squeeze this Venus love needs? Cause it's constantly bringing me down, and it's making me feel like a clown.
Nori J and 418. Brilliant stuff.
Please check your mailbox. A new message has arrived.
To get your music on this radio station.
Message from the dark side there is.
Go to Black on Track Radio Show on Facebook.
If we like it, we'll play it.
Transfer complete.
Your electronic messages have arrived.
Well, we pride ourselves in being absolutely global, and this is no exception. Austria is where we're going next, to Tobias Bergson, an electronic producer, DJ who creates emotive, melancholic tracks. They evoke euphoria, and you'll know exactly what I mean when this kicks in. He has just released an EP called Everything I Do, and that's contributed to his 180 million streams across platforms. So one track from that is called Amaranth, and this is the one we're going to play for you now. Close your eyes and love this. Amaranth by Tobias Bergson. What a track. Black on Track relies on you, the listeners. So if you like what you hear, head to Facebook, search for Black on Track, and click follow. We'll see you there. Staying with the globetrotting, we're actually coming to London now, but born and raised in Sao Paulo in Brazil. This is Muka. Soul, Latin, and jazz is what you can expect from here, but put together so perfectly. This particular track is called Blue Moon Bossa. It's the title track from the album that came out quite a lot earlier this year. This featuring the vocals of La Marquise de Cosmique, and you're going to absolutely adore the combination between these two artists. Brilliant music coming up.
Something about this place floats me to outer space. Can't keep myself from falling far away. I hear you calling. What if it's just the chase? Then I disappear without a trace. So I'm writing you this song. You might be the one to sing along. Darling, can't look away. Love is blind, they say. I'll bring you all the fallen stars if you heal out my open scars. The more myself from thinking I'm close to you and I want your loving. You caught me so easily, and I promise you'll get the best of me. So I'm written you this song. Love it if you sing along. And darling, can't look away. Love is blind, they say. I'll bring you all the fallen stars if you heal all my open scars. And tangerine hours of the day. The blue moon is here to stay. The blue moon is here to stay. The blue moon is here to
Mooka and Blue Moon Bossa.
Black on Track.
Heading up to the north of the UK now into Leeds, where 3 Day Weekend have released a new track for the 4th of July called Born to Love You. This is a band that caught the attention of David Guetta, and they're on his Spotify playlist right now as well. Pitchfork also highlighted them as ones to watch, and you're going to know why. They've got a growing fan base, they're hook heavy, their sound is feel good. They formed just a couple of years ago, but you're going to think that they've been together for ages. Born to Love You, 4th of July, this is a fantastic track.
The feeling, I hope you see it where I belong.
Want to Love You by 3-Day Weekend. It's out now.
Get Matt Black for your home. He's friendly, he's okay looking, and he does the job you want him to do.
This show is broadcast between Monday and Saturday. Your home could be at risk. Please don't listen if you don't have a sense of humour. You will not own the car.
Really great sounding electronic music coming your way from Bristol in the UK now with an act called Concrete Disco. A multi-instrumentalist and chief songwriter Johnny Wharton is accompanied by brothers Joe on his keys and laptop and Don Cusack on drums and samplers. The track we've got for you today is called Brambles, came out on the 13th of June, and it features Manchester-raised, London-based Chinese-Malaysian rapper Kai Y. This is absolutely banging.
Stinging nettles to the sailor on a clock. The fact that eventually every boat mod on the dock. I've been tripping through the brambles, trying to keep hanging but I'm slipping off the handles. I'm gonna keep jamming and I'm kicking out the vandals. Got Kanye spitting and you couldn't hold a candle. Take a leave on my playbook, cause when I don't know I just do. I don't say much, I'm thinking my way through these leaves that are swinging at me, and I'm trying to get stung or caught minimally. Wait, but I've been cooked kinda deep when I finally realized how much I've been delaying all my progress, staying at this place like staying. Now back to my feet and I'm back to the lab. Back to the lab, back to this game. A thorn in my own time, been stuck in my ways. I need to change to harvest the berries, because I do not know when I'll be buried. Lately ensnared in the brambles, so on the kicks and the snares I just ramble in order to get free. It's funny how all of these loops that I'm stuck in now, 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 me get untangled, yo.
Brambles by Concrete Disco. Brilliant.
Black on Track. Have you got a song? We'd love to hear it.
Heading to Ireland now, the band that was formed in 2022 called Mirror Glass. They made their live debut at the Rockathon in 2023, just after the lead singer Joshua Bowles' 17th birthday. These guys, they may not have the years behind them, but they do sound like they've been together for decades. Further live shows are coming now because the band's been reformed. A new lineup: Paul Jackman on drums, Jack Bogue on bass, and Vey on keys. The track you're going to hear now is called Crazy Man. Came out on the 11th of July, and this is absolutely awesome.
Every day is doomsday, and I feel just great. I think I'm going insane, but it's okay. Living in ignorance, it's such a dream, but it's not quite as it seems. He's a man with loads of money, but he spends it like a junkie on his luxury life.
Hourglass and Crazy Man.
Black on Track. And now, this is the moment where Matt Black talks to people around the world. This is Black Chat.
So last week, you would have listened to the interview that we did with Serpico, and it's one of 3. This is the second one. So I managed to get hold of Al a second time, and we're picking up from where we left off. So that's up to this point. We've talked about the band, the change in lineups and why that happened and why they felt it was important to carry on. And but now in this interview, we're going to be talking about the EP itself, Too Much Fun, which was released a week ago. And it really is incredible. So anyway, Al Serpico, how are you?
Yeah, thanks for having me back again.
You're very, very welcome. Now, we did talk about the EP and how you worked on it, and you did mention that you've set it out on Bandcamp. Now, that's a brilliant thing. It's a good platform for real musicians, isn't it?
Yeah, really happy with Bandcamp. The site runs great. It's all crisp. Everything's where it should be. So, yeah, can't say enough about Bandcamp. Should have been on there a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I actually think what will probably happen now is that we'll start releasing everything. The back catalogue will be released. Some will be hard copies, some will be digital.
Yeah.
But you're probably going to see, some of the older stuff being put up now.
That's brilliant. And I think that gives an economy back to the music, because if you're selling it and someone else is taking all the money, like other streaming services we won't mention, then you do feel a bit deflated about why you're bothering and someone else is running around in their yacht. But with Bandcamp, you get roughly 3/4. Every quid you charge for something on Bandcamp, you get roughly 3/4 of that back as an artist, and that helps you to produce the music you're producing. So I'm not paid to say this. I'm just a massive proponent for helping musicians make a living at what they're doing, because the more musicians there are, the more music comes out, and then we're all happier. But it's great to see Serpico on Bandcamp. And the hard copies, that's CDs, cassettes. Are you doing vinyls as well?
No, what it was, I mean, we'd just been releasing everything digitally, sort of more in past. And, someone said, why don't you do some limited edition runs? And we decided to, the sky's the limit on what you want to choose. But we went with a CD, and, we've done just a small run. And so they're all signed. And if you go over to Bandcamp, you'll be able to purchase one of those.
Yeah.
You can get the digital copy or you can get the hard copy.
Fantastic. That's absolutely brilliant. As a side note as well, there is a company or a couple of companies I've noticed that are doing drop shipping vinyls now, where you send the files off to them and they take the order for the vinyl, and then they master it to vinyl and then make it and then send it off. It obviously takes a couple of weeks for that to happen, but it means that you don't then have the price of ordering 500 vinyls and getting them mastered done and all the rest of it before you actually get the hard copy back. That might be something you want to look into. I don't know whether it's worth it.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, again, you've got to get the mastering right for the vinyl. So
yeah,
but as you said, they actually do that.
They do. Yeah, it's a company that I work through. It's called Weekend Offender over near the Portsmouth area, and they're doing that at the moment. So if you want to look into that, that's fine. We're not advertising them. I work through these guys, and I can't help but recommend them enough. They're absolutely brilliant for getting that vinyl. Even you buy one, you buy one of them and you put them on the wall, so for yourself, spray it gold, whatever you want, but you've got a vinyl. There's something tangible and more real estate as well for the information on the covers as well. Worth recommending. But onto the EP that we're talking about, the actual content of it. We played last week, Too Much Fun. It's a 3-track EP. Was this written before Dan passed over, and is this like the last part he's on? Is that correct?
Yeah, well, what the idea of the EP, and it's just kind of convenient that it came out like this, is what you've got the 3 songs. You've got the very first song, which was This City. That was the first song written for the second album.
Right.
Then you have got Monsters, which was written partway through.
Right.
And then you've got Too Much Fun, that was basically the last song written.
Right. Okay.
So what you're looking at is the beginning, middle, and end of a creative process.
Yeah. And how do you write? Is it something that someone comes up with an idea and you'll get into a room and then work it out, or is it some people write songs, other people write songs other times? Is it fairly fluid?
We were just sort of having this discussion, weren't we, off air, that what kind of ideas do you come up with? What do you really want to write about? And
yeah.
I mean, it could be anything. And I mean, to tell you the truth, that the song we're going to play is Monsters.
Right.
which is the second track.
Yeah.
I mean, other people have read into different things. It really is just tongue-in-cheek. It is just about running away from monsters. The zombie thing has been very popular for years.
Yeah.
And, I've got a massive love for horror movies. So, actually, Dan wrote this. He had the chorus.
Right.
And then he needed the verses. So really, basically, Dan's done the choruses and he's done the music, and I've written the verses.
Fantastic. And then the band just comes together, and that's the flavour.
Well, this is it, and we make it what it is. But to be fair to Dan, it is his song, yeah.
Well, that's a great time to play this. So, ladies and gentlemen, the second track on the EP is called Too Much Fun by Serpico, and it's been out a week or so now. But Monsters is the track we're going to play now. So thanks very much, Al, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you. I will see you next week. Cheers, Matt.
I could tell you a story of how all the madness goes away. Truth be known, we all really knew it was here to stay. It was here to stay. It's never one thing that makes it all go wrong. You don't stand a chance outside, at least for not too long. And it's getting late, and the lights go out, and you cannot see, you don't make a sound. It's getting late, the lights go out, you cannot see. Here they come, you better run from the monsters, just get away. Here they come, you better run from the monsters, just get away. You gotta get away, just get away. I feel so sad, I lost everything I had. There's nothing left to lose, just monsters all over the news. And it's getting late, and the lights go out, and you cannot see, you don't make a sound. It's getting late, the lights go out, you cannot see. Here they come, you better run from the monsters, just get away. Here they come, you better run from the monsters, just get away. You gotta get away, just get away. It's getting late, the lights go out, you cannot see, you don't make a sound. It's getting late, the lights go out, you cannot see, you don't make a sound. It's getting late, the lights go out, you cannot see, you don't make a sound. It's getting late, the lights go out, you cannot see, you don't make a sound.
Reports of flooding in of people being attacked by creatures. Stay in your home. Lock your doors. If you do see a monster, do not approach it.
Here they come, you better run from the monsters, just get away. Here they come, you better run from the monsters, just get away. You gotta get away. It's getting late, and the lights go out. You cannot see, you don't make a sound. It's getting late, the lights go out. You cannot see.
Black Chat.
That was the second interview from Al Serpico. We'll be concluding that series next week with the third interview. Do tune in for that. Coming up, we have got a brilliant band that seems to release something once a year, but it's always brilliant when they do, and their description of their band is fantastic. They say, the Lunar Keys are 4 anxious types from Guildford with too many tunes and nervous energy trapped in their psyches not to be in this band. I love that. They're absolutely brilliant. The next track they've got released now came out the 11th of June. It's called Dreams Are Never Spoken.
I've been sitting there hours thinking what this all means to me. I've been slipping now and then, but still I believe. 'Cause when the air is so tight and the feeling's not right, you're choking on your own regrets. You said let it all out, so I started to shout so you don't forget. Do you ever notice dreams are never spoken? Maybe in the way you talk I always reminisce, like the first time when you called me out and the first time when we kissed. 'Cause it's so simple when you know. Do you ever notice dreams are never spoken? And when you're sleeping, your mind is creeping. You're only dreaming. So what's the meaning? The sound is broken when words are spoken. You keep crying out over and over again. I have a question that you don't have in your book. With this deception, you just don't take a look. Because do you ever notice dreams are never spoken? Do you ever notice all your dreams have spoken? Do you ever notice all your dreams are never spoken? You ever notice all your dreams are never spoken?
The Lunar Keys and Dreams Are Never Spoken. Black on Track. Some musicians we get music from just seem to have all the talent, and this is what's the case coming up, I think. Amy Lee, a singer-songwriter from Bishop Auckland in County Durham, is a musician, singer-songwriter who plays guitar, bass, drums, keyboards, also sings and writes the songs as well. Primarily acoustic pop, however, she is now sort of breaking the boundaries, and we love the sound she comes up with. She sent us a track that came out on the 27th of June called Downfall. It's about a partnership relationship with a person who consistently puts you down. She puts it so well.
Lately, I'm doing just fine to keep you off my mind. Lately, I took no notice that the words were unkind. the signs. Maybe I didn't want to, 'cause I was hurting inside. Maybe I should have listened to my friends when they tried. Maybe it is best that I just put this aside. This was all I needed to be, free from you. And this was all I wanted to see it through. This was all I needed to be, free of you. And this was all I wanted to see it through. Lately, I'm doing just fine to keep you off my mind. Maybe it took me too long to even notice the signs. Lately, I've been taking some small moments in time. And maybe I should have listened to my friends when they tried. 'Cause I know I'm worth more than that. I tried my best, but I can't last. Your words always make me feel small. The lies you told her you're down for, your downfall.
Amy Lee and Downfall. It's out right now. It's a brilliant track. Hey man, the latest thingamajiggy tracks up, dropping off the planet. The latest thing, Daddy-o, man. We're going up to Leicester now in the north of the UK, where Daz Lynch resides, an indie rock and roll artist who sent in a track, which is his second single, called Give a Little Love. It's actually released on the 23rd of May this year, so we're fairly late to the party, but we're glad to be there at the end. This particular track features John Barrow on sax and John O'Reilly on bass, and it's from the debut album from Daz Lynch called Ride the Wave, which also came out in May this year. Have a listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. New artist to Black on Track.
Give a little love to set you free. It's a sound from above that will get you on your knees. Give a little love to set you free. Keep the faith, give me peace, let's embrace. It's the perfect remedy. What you saw
Jazz Lynch and Give a Little Love.
Black on Track.
We're going to paddle all the way over to the USA now for a singer-songwriter who has quoted in saying, "I tell many stories from my life, and all I want is for music to remain the best way for all of us to connect. I hope you find something to enjoy, critique, or question from anything I have created. I like the transparency of this artist. It's absolutely brilliant. We've played a lot of the tracks before in the past, but this is a new one from the album Hear Me Out. It's called Fishbowl. It's so creative. Fantastic artist, and we're proud to play it here on Black on Track.
Living enough, living enough, swimming in a fishbowl. They're gonna make us fight. They're gonna make us fight. Swimming in fishbowl. There's not enough room for us both. There's not enough room in this boat. I just want you to swim next to me, but that's all the same. What we've been swimming in swimming in swimming in
From the album Hear Me Out, that's Fishbowl from Charlie Pace.
Oh, hello, I'm sorry. Yes, we didn't hear the first call for the aircraft. Could you possibly tell us where we need to be?
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
I must say, when we do this so much, listen to music all day long, the best music, I think, is that stuff that takes a little bit from other genres, and that's what Melo does. Spelt M-E-L with a 0 instead of an O. A pop artist who really, from South Detroit, knows what they want to do, but doesn't quite ever do it the same way, and that's what we love about him. Midnight People is this track. Came out on the 24th of June. If you happen to like this, then the back catalogue is huge, and we can't help but to recommend it to you.
In the city of golden hope, the day belongs to the lost souls. It's a different world after sunset. These nights belong to us. We feel this dark soul. Feel at home with the darkness. the blinding lights of the day. The city comes alive in the dark nights. They come to hunt us during the day. Midnight people, wondering why we come at night. 'Cause the night lets us be who we are. Even in darkness there's light. Midnight people, wondering why we come at night. 'Cause the night lets us be who we are. Midnight people, it's who we are. It's who we are. Someone new, it's your first night. Standing out from the herd, she says, I don't think I belong here. Well, everyone feels that way at first. Feel at home with the darkness, then the blinding lights of the day. The city comes alive in the dark nights. They come to hunt us during the day. Midnight people, wondering why we come at night. 'Cause the night lets us be who we are. Even in darkness there's light. Midnight people, wondering why we come at night. 'Cause the night lets us be who we are. Midnight people, midnight people, midnight people, midnight people. Even in darkness there's light.
Love that. Midnight People by Milo.
Matt Black. Fun is not his middle name. John is.
You've heard me talk before about how Bandcamp supports artists, and I'm not paid to say that from Bandcamp, but it just does. So we've released my own track on Bandcamp only. You can find it there. It's called If You Could Talk by Matt Black Piano Man, and this is what it sounds like.
This is a track from Hangover Hill Records.
You tilt your head when I'm feeling low. Sit beside me like you somehow know. Your eyes say more than words ever could. But if only I understood. Are you dreaming of bones or chasing the breeze? Or wondering why I cry on nights like these? If you could talk, what would you say? Would you tell me you love me every day? Would you ask where I go and beg me to stay? Oh, if only you could talk, we'd never run out of things to say. You'd be my best friend in every way. Well, you already are, but still I pray that someday you might talk. You bark at shadows and stare at the door. Like you sense things I can't ignore. I laugh and ask what's going on, but you just wag and carry on. Do you know that I need you more than you know? You've healed parts of me I never show. If you could talk, what would you share? Would you tell me secrets you keep in there? Would you say you're scared when I'm not there? Oh, if only you could talk, I'd always listen, I swear. I'd give you treats for every thought you dare to share. Right here, right now, or anywhere. Just talk to me, maybe words would ruin the spell. Maybe silence suits us well. But still I wish deep down inside for just one bark that clarifies. If you could talk just for a while, would you say my name and maybe smile? Tell me this whole time you've known my style. Oh, if only you could talk, you'd make my whole life worthwhile. But you already do, just by being you. Still I dream of that day, just us two. When you talk. But till then I'll read your eyes and ears, try to understand your hopes and fears. Yeah, you don't talk, but you speak so well.
If You Could Talk by Matt Black, Piano Man.
A new message has arrived.
To get your music on this radio station.
Message from the dark side there is.
Go to Black on Track Radio Show on Facebook. If we like it, we'll play it.
Transfer complete.
Your electronic messages have arrived.